Well, whatever time of day or night it is with you, welcome along to a game which is threatened, I have to warn you, by a rather forbidding weather forecast. The expectation is for quite heavy rain as the game grows older this evening. Mind, you wouldn't believe that if you saw the scenes from the stands. Come rain or shine, the supporters here sing in unison, and very evidently they are up for it. Nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. A true heavyweight clash.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
So it's down to business here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Jadon Sancho was one of the first of a new generation of English players who seem prepared to head abroad at an early age, and you have to admire what he's achieved. When you look at how far he's come, it's clearly worked for the best, and you only need to check his stats for goals and assists over that time. Marvellous.
Well, quite no argument for me on that one. Pedro Porro. Very nicely done. Oh, he's found him in space. Danger averted for now. Pedro Neto with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. By the keeper, he's read that well. Fernandes. Cucurella. And Caicedo. Fernandes. Cucurella. Nice control. And Fernandes. Played out wide. Lovely bit of skill. Danso. Bentancur. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Now Pedro Porro. Aim forwards. He is just caressing the ball. Bentancur played out to the right. Out towards the flank. There's the cross. Fernandes. And Cucurella. Palmer. Fernandez. Palmer. Shots on! Romero. Johnson. It's Bentancur. Richarlison. Jackson. Fernandez. For Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto carries the ball down the right. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Now it's Sancho, aimed in towards towering header, and he's done it! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Richarlison. Now Doggy. Here's Bissouma. And he's had it nicked away. Sancho. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That is lovely. He's had a hit! They've played it short. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. In by Sancho. Clears it away. That's a throw. He's got the shot away! Richarlison. Pinches it off him. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Cucurella. Fernandez. Closing in on decent hit! They've done it! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Johnson knocks it out wide. Oh, strongly challenged there. Pedro Neto did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Sancho. 2 down already, a nightmare start. Fernandez. Cucurella. Richarlison. Sancho delivering the goods as expected.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Caicedo. It's a throw-in. Caicedo. Fiddles it through. It's gone for a throw-in. Pedro Porro. It's Bentancur. Pedro Porro. Johnson.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise.
And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Gets good distance on it. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Danso. Drilled in low.
That right side seems to have become a very good outlet for them now. Pedro Porro clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Well, the defence have two choices: deal with the man or deal with the space.
Cucurella. Palmer. And Fernandez. Out to the right. Pedro Neto. Oh, nice touch. And Fernandez. Palmer. And Badiashile. And Caicedo. Strong running down that left flank. Palmer. Here's Sancho. Oh, such a clever touch. Sancho tries to get it clear. Fernandez. Here's Sancho. And that was very necessary. Johnson. Bissouma to Richarlison. Solanke. Oh, shooting chance! Sticks it away!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now. Jackson really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Bissouma. Rain starting to fall here. It has been looking that way for a little while. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, sweet feet. He's going to be disappointed with that. Sancho. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Udogi. Great defending, strong and determined. Interesting ball. And he cuts out the supply. Romero can get it clear. Back when it goes. That looks a good ball. Clears it away. Cucurella. That's very neat. Fernandes. Now who's going to be first to this? Fernandes. Chance! Oh, taken with style. Oh, I think it's been called offside. Yes, it has.
Yeah, the assistant called it correctly. There's some disagreement, as usual, but they've got it right.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Caicedo. For Palmer. Richarlison ups for safety. Pedro Porro. Here's Bissouma. And it's played forward. Sancho. Pedro Neto. And Caicedo. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. For Palmer. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Palmer. Now it's Sancho. Big chance! For the follow-up!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Van de Ven. Fernandes. Sancho. Crossed in, good read, needed to be. Romero. Here's Bissouma. Pedro Porro. And Danso. With Charlison. Udogi. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Fernandez. For Pedro Neto. Caicedo. And Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto with the delivery. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. It's going to be another throw. Fernandez. Bissouma. Solanke. Passing is crisp and sharp. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Palmer, gently done. Driving forward. He's had a shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Udogi. Here's Bissouma. Bentancur. Johnson. With Charlison. Now Udogi. And the return pass. It's a good foot in there. Oh, no question, that's a foul. That has been knocked clear. Sancho. Fernandez. Forwards and with intent. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Cleared without complication. Pedro Neto. And Cucurella. Smoothly does it. Can he put it away?
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Udogi. Bentancur. Just eases him off the ball. Cucurella. For Pedro Neto. Fernandez. And Caicedo. Sancho. That's tidy. Oh, it's played into the area. Udogi. Reaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Johnson. Solanke. It's Bentancur. Pedro Porro. Nice bit of trickery. Played into the middle. Clears it away. Been clubbed away. Udogi. And Danso. Bissouma. Richarlison. Pedro Neto. And Caicedo. Sancho, who does have an assist to his name. Caicedo. For Palmer. Pedro Neto. Played back in. Oh, lovely bit of skill. That is a great ball. And the shot! Goal! And with that goal comes comfort.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer.
Pedro Porro. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Cleared away. Sancho. Caicedo. Half-time getting close now. Cucurella. Fernandez. Here's Sancho. Pedro Neto. He's in! Short Jackson! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And back to the keeper they go. Palmer. For Pedro Neto. Cucurella. And Caicedo. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Johnson. Udogi. Now Romero. Johnson. Now Pedro Porro. It's Bentancur. Johnson. Richarlison. Johnson. Fernandez. Oh, that's a key interception. Richarlison. Johnson. Oh, good spread. And a goal kick. Palmer. Here's Sancho. Fernandez. Shifted upfield. Pedro Neto. Lovely feet. Hit into the middle. Tries to get it clear. Danso. And he's forced to go back. Now Udogi. Danso. Now Udogi. Danso. Now Van der Ven. And the first 45 minutes are up. There's the start of the second half.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Palmer. Now it's Sancho. Richarlison. Danso. Now Udogi. Pedro Porro. Off target.
Solanke did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Sancho. Caicedo. And Fernandez. Cucurella. Cucurella. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Danso to Richarlison. Pedro Porro. Johnson. Richarlison. He's gone for goal! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Palmer. Here's Sancho. And Caicedo. Palmer. Played out to the left flank. Sancho. Caicedo's cross.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Pedro Porro. It's Bentancur. To Richarlison. Danso. Doggy. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Johnson. It's gone out for a throw-in. Showing good feet. Bissouma. Sancho. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Moved on forwards. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now it's Pedro Neto. There's the hit! Away from immediate danger. Oh, that's neat. Pedro Neto. For Palmer. Here's Sancho. Into the box.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Fernandez. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. For Palmer. For Pedro Neto. Palmer. And Fernandez. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. For Palmer. Sancho. Out to the left it goes. Oh, that's nice. Pedro Neto. Over to the left. And that's aimed into the middle. Defending of the desperate variety. Pedro Porro. It's Bentancur.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Colwell. Palmer. And Caicedo. Fernandez. Pedro Neto. He's having a go! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
Bentancur. Now Pedro Porro. Bentancur. Johnson. It's Bentancur. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Richarlison. And he's there to get it away. And it's been taken straight back. Forward it goes. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And he skips past his man. Bentancur is the guilty party there. And they've got a throw. And it's hoisted clear. Fernandez. Palmer. That tackle was certainly sturdy. Physical challenge. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Sancho. Badia Shield. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Sancho. That's good play. Caicedo. Oh, such a clever touch. Cross goes in there. Keeper has taken decisive action. He's had it taken off him. Pedro Neto! Romero. Here's Bissouma. Udogi. With Charlison. It's Bentancur. Johnson! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Pedro Neto. Sancho. Proves too strong. For Palmer. Fernandez. Palmer. Nice bit of skill and he's away. Here's Sancho. Lovely feet. For Palmer. And Fernandez. Turns and goes back. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Richarlison. That's surely a foul, free kick. Bentancur. Johnson. Played out to the right. Opts to play it back. Fernandez. For Pedro Neto. Colwill. Forwards and with intent. That'll be a throw. Pedro Porro. Caicedo. Sancho with a definite foul there. Fernandez. Sancho. And Caicedo. Sancho. And Caicedo. Fernandez. Sancho. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
Pedro Porro. Johnson. It's Bentancur. Good spot, he's seen the run. And he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Bentancur. Johnson. Spread out to the left. Very nicely done. And he's gone backward here. Great hit! Decent enough try. Palmer. Here's Sancho. Pedro Porro. Richarlison. Johnson. Now Pedro Porro. Now here's the delivery. Badiashile gets it away. In again.
They didn't manage to get nearly enough into the box, and that speaks of little ambition.
That'll be a throw-in. Doggy. Sancho. For Palmer. Caicedo. Sancho. He's found a way past. Crossed in again. Up to meet it! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Managed to get it away. Out to the left it goes. So much time and space here. No way through. Has a goal! And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Solanke. Out to the right. It's a good run down the right. Richarlison. There's Bissouma. Johnson. Here's Bissouma. Jackson. Bentancur. Fernandez. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Here's Sancho. Caicedo. Sancho. For Palmer. Sancho. For Palmer. Fernandez. Wriggles his way through. Bissouma. Now Pedro Porro. Udogi. It's Bentancur. Johnson. And that's been won straight back. Here's Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Johnson. Here's Bissouma. Sancho. Caicedo. Colwell. For Palmer. Fernandez. Pedro Neto. Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Palmer! And another time! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Palmer. And that's going to be a goal kick. Bissouma. Now Van de Ven. Bentancur. Richarlison. And he's in on goal. Pedro Porro. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. It's run loose here. Ball is over the line. Palmer. For Pedro Neto. Palmer. And Fernandez. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Pedro Neto. And the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Bentancur. The pass has gone astray. Pedro Neto. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Palmer. Just 5 minutes left. Shifted upfield. Bissouma. Now Pedro Porro. Richarlison. Nice sequence of passes this. Richarlison! Pedro Neto. For Palmer. Caicedo. Sancho. Oh, great chance! Johnson. Now Pedro Porro. Van de Ven. Johnson. Now Udogie. Aimed in towards the centre. And he's heaved it away. Oh, good spread. That's the throw. Sancho. Caicedo. For Palmer. And Fernandez. Pedro Neto. And Cucurella. Cucurella. Oh, that's nice. Fernandez. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Bentancur. Richarlison. And Danso. Richarlison. Now Van de Ven. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro. Johnson's cross. Palmer. And Fernandez. Pedro Neto. Jackson. Sancho. Oh, nice touch. For Palmer. Fernandez. And that's that.